And we're off again. Okay, this time, lads, I'm just going to look at two things, colostrum and lactation. But there is a brilliant, and I'll put it into the team along with this. There is an absolutely brilliant link which does colostrum in 4 minutes, and you'll never have to do it again. The benefits and so on, and the lactation curve one as well. But anyway, sure, look, I might as well talk down. Here we go. All right. So slideshow from current slide, and we're off. Okay, so colostrum. Okay, milk. First question there, guys. How much milk can you expect from a cow at the minute? You know that question. What's the typical yield? Look, I would still go 8,000 to 8,500. All right. That crops up. I think it's in your spec. So 8 to 8,500. Okay. We'll be dealing with this later on. Holstein and Friesian are the two most famous dairy cattle breeds. But really what we're into is colostrum now, okay? What is it? It's that first milk. We call it beastings back in Bow. I'm sure you do too, lads. Okay, and it is crucial. Okay, why? And this question might crop up. Why? Simple as that. More nutrients, more antibodies, better fat, temperature. Okay, it keeps them warm, all right? Vital that they get in the first 1 to 2 hours, or that will have a significant effect on its ability to resist illness and so on. What's the word I'm looking for? Resilience. There's something even else, but that antibodies will give it far better health and resilience in the long term. Okay, sometimes you may well have to give artificial colostrum if the cow has died, if the calf can't get up, if the mother can't get up. And that question cropped up, you might remember, as a trick one time. Okay, so that's fair enough. And that's enough, really. That's all we need. Lactation cycle, okay. Those stages, early lactation, calf born, peak yield, the drying off period, and that's the bottom line. That's the one you need to know there. What does it look like? And remember that there's a 2-month gap at the end of the lactation when the dairy cow is supposed to be allowed to recover before going again on the basis that she's calving every 365 days on the butt. Okay, the break-even line, you can see, is when the production is lower than the amount that you're putting in. Look, you're just drifting to the end there. Calves don't need as much, in fairness, at that stage anyway, because of course by that point they're eating grass and all on their own. Okay, so it's 305 days, like I said, 2 months at the end. She's starting to go to the end. Peaks at 2 months, and then look, drops off from that on. Okay. And we don't need that video, and that other one's next. So I'll do this and that, guys. That is really everything you wanted to know about the lactation curve and colostrum, and I'll put in that link particularly on the colostrum.